In the last few weeks, Donald Trump has had his lawyers send multiple letters to multiple different media outlets demanding that they pay him billions of dollars because they were so gosh darn mean to him during that presidential campaign. So apparently Donald Trump has decided he is not going to wait until he becomes president of the United States to, dismantle the press and seek his retribution. No, he actually started this before winning the election. And it's only ramped up in the 2 weeks since that happened. So here it is. Let me read you this from The Guardian. On Thursday, Columbia Journalism Review revealed that just days before the presidential election, Trump's lawyer, Edward Andrew Paltzik, issued a letter to the New York Times and Penguin Random House that demanded $10 billion in damages over articles critical of Trump. The letter, which the Columbia Journalism Review reviewed, accused the article's authors, Peter Baker, Michael Schmidt, Suzanne Craig, and Russ Beutner, for, quote, false and defamatory statements about Trump, adding that the New York Times is a, quote, full-throated mouthpiece of the Democratic Party that wages industrial-scale libel against political opponents. The letter pointed to two specific stories by Beutner and Craig that relate to their first book, Lucky Loser, How Donald Trump Squandered His Father's Fortune and Created the Illusion of Success. The letter also pointed to an October 20th article by Baker titled, quote, For Trump, a lifetime of scandals heads toward a moment of judgment, as well as an October 22nd article by Schmidt titled, As Election Nears, Kelly Warns Trump Would Rule Like a Dictator. The letter accused the outlet of harboring every intention of defaming and disparaging the world-renowned Trump brand that consumers have long associated with excellence, luxury, and success and entertainment, hospitality, and real estate, among other industries, as well as falsely and maliciously defaming and disparaging him as a candidate for the highest office of the United States. So pay me $10 billion and then we're good to go, right? That's more than Donald Trump's net worth as it is. Not to mention the fact that both of these outlets, Penguin Random House, who published the book, and the New York Times that published these articles, stand by their reporting. They're actually out there saying, like, dude, you haven't proven that anything we said was false. You're just filing these letters, which are not technically lawsuits, which is why it's funny that they're demanding $10 billion. Give me $10 billion or I'm going to sue you for $10 billion. But anyway, you don't make any actual claims in your letter, okay? Like you're not doing anything other than giving your opinion on what you think is his success. We actually laid out facts. We based it on documentation. We based it on all of his bankruptcies. And we did report on something that somebody that worked for him said. That's not defamatory. That's literally the news. So best of luck getting your $10 billion. But it doesn't end there, because on November 5th, lawyers for Trump's campaign co-chief Chris LaCivita issued a letter to the Daily Beast demanding the outlet correct its articles that stated LaCivita raised $22 million to help Trump's reelection. Was paid $22 million, by the way. And the Daily Beast sent this in response. They said, based on a further review of FEC records, the correct total is $19.2 million. The Beast regrets the error. The article has been updated to make clear that payments were to LaCivita's LLC, not to LaCivita personally. So they sent a letter and said, fix this. And the Daily Beast was like, hey, actually, we already did fix it. So we're good to go. We did exactly what you wanted to before you even asked us to. So, right, we're good. Oh no. They sent back another letter saying, the note does not remedy the overall messaging of the story, which depicts Mr. LaCivita as deceptively pocketing money from his own personal gain and that he was on the verge of being fired because of it. This entire narrative is completely false and as a result of the malicious and irresponsible reporting by the Daily Beast. So it's like, okay, you asked us to do a thing, a specific thing, like do this. And the Daily Beast was like, okay, we did exactly what you wanted. And then his lawyers were like, nope, it's not good enough. Nope, we want more now. Try to take that to court and see how that plays out for you. You said they were wrong. They issued a correction. End of story. That's how defamation, slander, and libel lawsuits work. You have no case. And then, of course, Trump and his campaign lawyers have sued CBS News, alleging in the lawsuit that their interview with Kamala Harris was edited and was hence election interference. The 19-page brief sought $10 billion in damages, because apparently that's just the number they're stuck with for all these outlets. Accused CBS of going into overdrive to get Kamala elected. It also accused the outlet of partisan and unlawful acts of voter interference through malicious, deceptive, and substantial news distortion. And Trump complained to the FEC, the Federal Election Commission, about the Washington Post, accusing it of making illegal in-kind contributions to Harris's campaign. So he wants to sue the Washington Post. He wants to sue the Daily Beast. He wants to sue the New York Times, Penguin Random House. He's already suing CBS. He's already suing ABC as well. He wants tens of billions of dollars because these people were mean to me. And then they would do good stories about Kamala, and that's election interference and in-kind campaign contributions. So by God, I need money. You know what? Let it happen. Go ahead. Let him win the cases. I'll even go that far. I will say let him win those cases. Because then you know what's going to happen? One America News Network, Newsmax, and of course, Fox Business Channel and Fox News. All of those four are going to be sued for amounts that will make $10 billion look like pocket change. Because if you can take these other outlets to court for running a positive news segment about a political candidate, then by God, we'll do the same for them. As I suggested in a segment a week or two ago, I'll be the plaintiff. I'll file the friggin' lawsuit. I know a lot of lawyers. I actually know the best lawyers in this country, the best plaintiffs' lawyers there are. I have personally interviewed most of the living members of the Trial Lawyer Hall of Fame. I literally work side by side with some of them on a daily basis. So you want to play this game? You want to engage in the lawfare? Bring it on, bud. Because I will happily sign up to be the plaintiff in that case. And I've got much better lawyers than you do. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform. That, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.